Hey guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here. You got sound now? I don't know how, but the mute button was clicked. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, let's see. Joy. Hi, Joy. Joy told us, and then my green thumbs. There's Robbie. There's John and Kelly with Delighted Acre Farms. And Robbie's saying, I think I'm deaf. Is that because we weren't coming through?
Yep.
Okay. Farm all. Okay.
Small technical difficulties tonight.
Y'all let us know. Is there sound now? Nobody has let us know. And Farm all friends.
We need to scroll down and see if
I was down all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was down all the way. There's Troy Sutton. Hi, Troy. Okay. Greg and Donna. There it is. John and Kelly. Thank goodness. There you are, Robbie. Greg and Donna. Joy. And Liam Tenyo. Hello. Okay. Yeah, in case it wasn't on yet, somehow the mute button got pushed. And I don't know how it happened. But anyway.
I need to blow up the picture of Liam.
It's a car. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of car.
I don't know. Yes. So I think Chris, they are saying that yes, we've got sound. And Joy, CC Fishing, hello. Thanks for joining us. Whistle Stop Homestead. Hi guys. Okay. Trying to catch everybody coming in. So we were just saying earlier that that we know that Ryan and Keith with Farm to Table Show they were filling in for Jack with Dyer Family Farm. So we knew they were kind of wrapping everything up, and hopefully they'll be able to jump on and say hi. And I think Jack was trying to get home, so they'd had a long day. It's kind of like that. Sundays are just, I don't know that we really ever know what Sundays are going to turn out to be like. I don't know if that happens with everybody else.
Until Sunday, till the time changes, everybody's out working until dark.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least we are.
Yeah, but not today. I mean, today was rainy and overcast.
And we pretty much watched the whole Charlie Kirk.
We did. We watched the memorial, and man, if you guys haven't, any of you guys who didn't get to see the memorial, I don't think, now the media, the mainstream media didn't carry it from what we kind of glanced over there. But we found it on Newsmax and Right Side News Broadcasting. We found it. We watched it actually on the Turning Point channel, YouTube channel.
Charlie's company.
Yep. So it was amazing.
If you believe in Jesus,
it was amazing.
It's an amazing deal.
Yeah, the numbers, the hundreds of thousands of people.
If you don't believe in Jesus, watch it.
Yeah.
You might be a believer by the time you're done.
Yeah. So such a it was one of those things where we had stuff to do here in inside, and so we did some things and was able to watch it, and it was almost an all day event. So
yeah,
it was kind of a down day. It was a day that we kind of took off. That's what I mean, is we were like, okay, we're staying in today. It's rainy.
I didn't have to do anything on the 10K coop today.
No chicken coop work. We're about through with it for the most part. He is.
We made keto fat bombs.
Mm-hmm.
We made keto sausage balls.
Well, those aren't keto, are they?
Yes, they are.
Those are keto. Okay. Well, they're just sausage balls. I can't remember all the ingredients. They're so good.
Oh yeah.
If y'all have never made sausage balls before, how I used to make them is whether like a baking mix, like Bisquick or Jiffy Mix, something like that, and then you kind of basically make your your biscuit dough and you throw in your shredded cheese and your sausage. Now we've done it both ways. You can throw in raw sausage or you can cook your sausage. And I think if the sausage, when it's cooked, they don't take as long to.
And
There's yeah, they're a little bit more like almost like a biscuit. Oh my, roll that thing in butter and they're so good. So I had my fill of those today. Yes, Farmall and Fords, now we hear you. Yep. Hello, Megan. I'm a kid. Well, hope you're old enough to be on here, but thank you for joining us.
We're family friendly.
We are family friendly. Yep. So anyway, that's kind of our day was just a little bit like that. We didn't get to sit in on a lot of the lives tonight. We were listening kind of in the background, and this happens a lot, but we had some family come over. So we, didn't get to join in with everybody with Robbie and Donald and Lisa and with Ryan and Keith.
And Rebecca.
Yeah. Did Rebecca have one?
I thought she was earlier in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let us know.
I might be wrong, but.
Yeah, I think so.
The Sunday chorus has gotten very long.
I know. Because, if I start to try to rattle off the ones in the afternoon, I'll forget them. But there are a few. So it's a long day of live streaming, but it's also a long work day. Anyway.
Normally.
Yeah. So that's just kind of what we did. I know that Rendezvous is coming up next week. So Oklahoma Homesteading Rendezvous. And Ryan and Keith were talking about that. It is next weekend, Friday and Saturday. I believe that is September 26th and 27th. And I believe it goes from 9 to 6 both days. And it's in McAlester, Oklahoma. And I don't know the name of the
East.
Oh, I don't know the thing. Hello, Edgar Patrick. How are you?
Eastern.
We can look that up. If anybody.
Expo something or other.
Yep. There's a Expo Center. We'll get that if anybody, or if somebody in chat knows that, pop that in there. And if Jack ever is able to come on, Jack or Robbie, or there's lots of people who know those, who probably know the actual event center.
It's right off the turnpike.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But it is next week. It is a lot of fun. It is such a big event place. Just really nice. This is the second annual, if I believe I'm correct. Yeah. Second one. So, and last year for being the first one, it was great. Chris and Dodge do a wonderful job.
If it's hot outside, it'll be great because it's air conditioned inside.
Yes. Yep.
It's all indoors.
And it's a huge, it's just a huge center. So lots of, just lots of space, lots of vendors. I think it's going to be a lot bigger than it was last year. And so it'll just keep continuing to grow. So we're looking forward to that. Let me go here and do this. And let's see. And okay. But I'm getting this link up here. Haven't put the link in yet. So how has everybody's week been going?
Oh, they put the lineup. There is a like a outdoor concert after.
Which night?
Friday night.
Friday night. Okay.
There's like 4 bands.
Okay.
And it's the Southeast Expo Center.
Thank you. That came from Greg and Robbie.
Yep.
There we go. Yes. the Southeast Expo Center in McAlester, Oklahoma. That is southeastern Oklahoma, so southeastern quadrant, and so not too far, hopefully for some of you. It's probably, I think it's an hour and a half from us. Yeah, it's not too far. So
Drive by it all the time.
yep. And there's
Back when I used to go to Louisiana.
there's hotels in town, so it's a big enough town that you can get Airbnbs, you can get hotel rooms, all that good stuff. But it is a really good time. Let's see. Okay.
Lots of space inside. It was very enjoyable last year.
Mm-hmm. So that's what's coming up. And I think I want to say that Petals of the Past, I think that was going on this weekend. I think I saw several different channels that it's called Petals of the Past. And I want to say is it in Georgia? Petals of the Past. It would be great someday to be able to travel to these different like expo events and meetups. I think it's more of an expo. I might be wrong. Yep, Chris is saying I can't wait. You don't have long to wait, Chris. Oh, yes, and I don't think I got an email from you either this week. So remember that we can be there Friday afternoon. We'll be coming in Friday morning, but we can be there to help out with whatever you need. So you can just let us know, or we'll just, when we show up, we can get there, but probably late morning, mid to late mid morning, and we'll just find you and see where you need us.
We got to drop the dog off first.
Yeah, we do. We've got to board the dog, board one of the animals. So yeah, but let's see. Robbie is saying, ooh, just over 5 hours to McAlester from here. You got to drive. Yeah.
5 hours ain't much.
Yeah. I mean,
For me, it's not much.
I tried it on the a little bit much side, but yeah. So Petals of the Past is one that I think was going on in Georgia this week, and I haven't watched anything I haven't been able to watch anything this weekend pertaining to that one, other than I saw the Eddy Farm family. They were there, and quite a few people I think travel to that one. And I think that might be in your neck of the woods, Ed, if it is, if you know about that one. But one day I hope we can. Alabama. Okay.
Probably so.
Oh, yep. Okay. So Ed is in Georgia. I think Ed's in Georgia right now with family. Yeah. Okay. Chris says, I didn't send an email. It's been crazy. Yep. I understand. Yep, Alabama. I don't know why my mind was kind of thinking, is it Atlanta? But no, it was, you're right, Alabama. And it was this weekend. So Robbie was aware of it. So that one looks good. That one looks fun. I think Cog Hill Family Farm, I think I don't know if it was last year, if they helped put it on or something. I don't know. I'm not sure who puts that one on. And I think it's more of a expo, not a meetup. It's not a meetup. They have booths and everything. Everybody sets up their vendor booth and stuff. So I'm thinking it's an expo, something to that effect. But it looks fun.
If we get enough people watching our videos, I can retire and then we can go.
Retirement is still a little bit down the road for us, but it's at least we can see it on the horizon now. So, but I want to be able to get out to Ozarks, and there's a lot of them here that I'd like to go. That's a little bit closer than Alabama.
Well, if we get enough people watching our videos, You cut back on Amazon.
Oh, now.
We can go.
Robbie says, I'd love to go to that, but it would be hard to go and then do the rendezvous. Oh, yes. Yeah. Duncan says, or
Hour
Greg says,
15 for
hour 15 to
Greg.
McAllister. So not too far. Yep. That's going to be about the same as us. I think it's going to take Jack a little bit longer. And
because we've got Turnpike.
Yeah. Yeah. And he doesn't, it takes him a while to get.
He has to go
there.
cross country.
Yeah. Goodness. Oh my. So I was hoping that Ryan and Keith could come on because I caught the tail end of what they were talking about. I watched some of the same, the YouTube. It was kind of their, I guess YouTube did their 20-year anniversary type. You know, they did a video on being 20 years old. And so in that, I guess they laid out what's coming. And there was like 20 different changes, 20-something different changes coming to YouTube for the creators and stuff. Different rolling out different things. And so I heard them touching on a lot of it.
Are we going to get more ad revenue?
That I did not hear come out. No, I don't think I heard anything about that. But I did remember when I heard them say how the vertical and horizontal format, it's not going to matter, I guess. I don't fully understand it. And that's why I was kind of hoping that if Ryan or Keith from Farm to Table were on, if they were able to get in chat, see what they said about it, because it was kind of something where it being in vertical or horizontal format, you could like run it in horizontal format, your live streams, but yet it would still go out into like the shorts feed, the live feed, you can go through vertical, which would be cool. So
Yeah,
that I don't understand how that happens, but
we could get off this. Oh,
yeah.
He's waiting in the basement.
Oh golly, I didn't have any. There you are. Sorry, Keith.
And you shall receive.
Okay. So yeah, you guys were touching on that. Can y'all hear us okay?
I can hear you. I don't know about everybody else, but I think everybody was fine over there.
Okay.
No technical glitch this week.
Yay. Okay. I think I gotta kick our volume up. Yeah, I did hear one of those same, I don't know if I watched the same thing maybe y'all did on what's coming on YouTube. And that was one of them. And I was trying to figure out, well, how is that going to work? So that will be nice if it will go out to both formats.
It will, but here's what I don't know is if you can come in through Restream and it'll do the same thing. Now we're only talking YouTube, right?
Right.
So I don't know if we have to be in YouTube Studio for that to happen. You know, I like the fact that we can go out to, we go out to 4 different feeds, but
yeah.
The thing that I would like to do if I can't go live that way. I mean, well, we can go live that way, but I was thinking that if I have to do it through YouTube, maybe we'll do it through YouTube and then try. I don't know if I can get a feedback through Restream for the other ones or what. I don't know how to work around that.
Yeah.
I don't want to complicate this too much, but
I vaguely remember thinking about something like that, thinking, well, would we still be able to use Restream, or do we have to go through, the YouTube app in order to do that? And
right.
So that will be something, interesting to find out. And I don't know when, I mean, it seems like they say a lot of this stuff, it rolls out, I guess, for different people at different times.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, it's kind of, there are different things, and it's like, well, if you don't see it in your feed yet, or you don't see it on your dashboard or whatever, it's coming. And so I'm guessing they just roll stuff out, I don't know if they go to the bigger channels first and, or how they even do that.
Probably.
I didn't really hear that they roll
Okay.
it out differently, but I did hear that they're going to roll it out slowly. In
Okay.
other words, they're not going to give us everything all at once because there was a lot of changes.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you were there listening whenever I was talking about the other thing that they were doing is that if a bunch of channels agreed that they were going to air your videos on their channel, that everybody gets credit for the watch time hours, but the person who's actually originating it gets the pay, if that's what I understood. Okay, so the first thing that I thought about is, well, that'd be really great, especially for like Homestead Sunday, if you could do
Mhm.
something like that, because that would allow a lot of people to get reached there. I mean, everybody still changes, just like we
Mhm.
would now, but everybody streams it through their channel
Yeah.
simultaneously. So I thought, any way we can get more watch time hours, yeah, the better off we would
Right.
be.
Yeah. I can't even figure that out. I did hear them talking about it, but my brain couldn't comprehend exactly. Okay, how does that going to work? But and I think I saw this, and in case anybody is wanting to go back and watch what I saw anyway. I want to say I believe it was Sean Cannell with it was Think Media. Is it Think Media that he runs?
Yes.
And it was like the YouTube 20-year update, and then they rolled out like 20 different things that would be coming, at some point here soon. And
Yeah.
and he was just rattling them off, just going through them. So
I think,
I was listening, but
do you know Nick Namen? Nick Namen?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so Nick Namen is very closely associated with YouTube itself, right? And
Okay.
so he wrote out all of those things explaining what was coming. The thing that I got from Sean Cannell was um, that he had a guy on the other day that was saying over 8 billion new videos get posted every 48 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So the algorithm, okay, let's just put you in the shoes of YouTube. How do they make their money? They make their money. Yeah, they've got subscriptions, but they make their money through advertisement, right?
Advertising.
So what are they going to want to do? They want to keep people on their channel. So they're looking to feed you the best thing that they're looking for. And they don't want to get things that are not my words, it's somebody else's word, regurgitated. In other words,
Mm-hmm.
things, you know, you know, how to do X, if you've already got 100 channels covering how to do X, they're looking for something authentic,
Mm-hmm.
and they're looking for something that is fresh. And then, of course, um, following, I guess, the recipe for doing a proper YouTube channel, like your thumbnail, your
Right.
titles, your description, and then the first 30 seconds, what you say in the first 30 seconds, all of the madness that we have to go through to try to get noticed, right? So
Right. Right.
um, so one of the things that was a little shocking for me to hear Sean say was that he thought that 90% of the people that was on YouTube trying to be content creators won't make it.
Won't
Only
make it. Yeah.
10% who want to do the work, you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
take that. I got your money.
And she does.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
So anyway, we pay attention to those types of things, but I mean, it's always something. It's always something new to try, and
Mhm.
we're not running out of material to use. But here's one of the things that I think might be going away, something that's completely produced, kind of like the farm to table. We try to do production through ours, a certain amount of
Yeah.
production. Um, but I can go out there in my yard and talk about some plants that I have in my yard. And that video is going to do better than what I worked all week on trying to get a produced video. And so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to
Yeah.
expect in this new environment.
Yeah. I remember them saying that. I believe it was just here. I don't know if it was actually on this particular um, channel with Sean Cannell, but it was that for the first time ever, TV viewership has taken the lead in the YouTube channels, where more people are actually watching on their TVs now than on their laptops or their phones.
Us too.
Yeah, us too. And so it's, there, and I think so and that's why I'm thinking it. I think he was talking about this at one point, where YouTube might be trying to, okay, cater to those TV viewers who actually want to sit down and watch a show for, watch something for a little bit of time, instead of 8 to 10 minutes, and every 8 to 15, 20 minutes having to find something else to watch. So I've heard that come through.
And that was Johnny. I don't know if Johnny Gillum. His biggest deal was make sure that you hold your people at least 8 minutes.
8 minutes, yeah.
If you can get them to 8 minutes, he said it'll pay off.
That's and it had to do with YouTube looking for the amount of time to be able to place ads. So that's kind of always been. I forgot that Johnny had said that, but yeah.
But I mean, I've gone now that we've been monetized. I've got my TV on in the office. I've put it on guest and gone in and watched, and it's not like cheapo ads is getting run on our videos.
Mm-hmm. I haven't gone in. See, well, and also when we watch TV, we're premium. We pay to not have to deal with the commercials. We did that years ago, and we just hate sitting through commercials. And so for $10 or whatever it is, it was worth it for us to not have to sit through commercials, because
I can't stand sitting through commercials.
Yeah, we stream everything we watch, basically.
We cut the cord.
We cut those cable and satellite cords. We never had cable, but we cut those satellite cords years ago, and so now everything is just streaming. Yeah, and pretty much YouTube. I think we could get on Netflix if we wanted, but there's nothing. There's just nothing else.
We canceled our Netflix subscription.
Yeah, but they keep you in there. It's like, come back, just sign in. And they want you to keep coming back. And I think we did that one time, just like a year ago or something. We signed back up with them just because we had the grandbabies and we wanted to see what kind of little little shows they had. Mm-hmm. And then we go back in and we just cancel it, and it's just not for us anymore. They're just nothing in that mainstream TV viewing that we want to watch, right now.
They're not making new movies anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making movies, but they're not making movies that we want to watch.
Right.
That's exactly right. And at least for people like me, and apparently you guys. But I think that the viewers are changing out there.
Yeah.
How they view, it's, if you take your own habits and you put that into it, then you will kind of see what most people think. Everything is vying for our attention.
Yes.
And we've only got so much time in the day, and some of that you want that to be time that you don't have to be engaged, on socials or anything else. I'd like to hibernate a little while and just be me for a while, And so, and with 8 billion new videos being put on YouTube every 48 hours, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is insane.
But the crazy thing is, whenever we work on car, tractor, whatever, first thing I do is go into YouTube and see if somebody else has already done it and posted it,
Yeah.
how to do something.
Oh yeah. Okay. You're talking about like if you have a repair project or something.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
nice packing the
Oh,
cabin filter on her
in my car.
I just went in and YouTube, changing the cabin filter on her car, and there were several videos popped up, made it so easy.
Yeah.
So
Here,
Well, and those are that's the how to, probably it's the how to side.
great. How-tos are great, but let me tell you something else that Sean said. He said, go in and say something loud like how I do this, not just how to do this, but how I do this, and
Mhm.
personalize it that type of way.
Okay.
Because sometimes the way that you do something is a little different than what other people do. So what that kind of is, it's like there's only one Monty, there's only one Michelle.
Mhm.
They have maybe a different way. How I remove a snake from a from a chicken fence. Whatever,
Chicken nugget.
yeah, chicken dinner. And that gets into two things. One is the how-to vibe, but it's your own thing,
Mhm.
and it is also authentic. So you were being authentic when you did that, and that's what
Mhm.
Ryan and I are talking about right now. This is where we're trying to go toward, is a little bit more authenticity, meaning to say it's just me out doing something that I think maybe people would be interested in,
Mhm.
and that's real. That's authentic, and
Mhm.
it doesn't mean that you can't bring it in and cut out, the fluff and then put it out there, but
Yeah.
yeah, holding people's attention is really hard.
Mhm.
yeah, because she also what's his name? The
Sean,
Greenfield guy, Evergreen.
Oh, I wish you had Bush Radical.
Bush Radical,
Bush Radical.
the guy that does Bush Radical, he's
Um,
got a deal about helping people along with getting their YouTube channel going.
He's got some good info.
And one of his deals is put evergreen videos out, stuff that's relevant today, tomorrow, and next
Yeah.
year.
right?
Because he's like, I did a knife sharpening. He said it was a stupid video. I sharpened my knife. He said I did that like 5 years ago. He said I make about $5 a month every month.
So it
off
just
of
keeps
that
turning,
video.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. That's
Stuff
the
that-
evergreen that it's pertinent for today or 6 months from now or 6 years from now.
Stuff
People
that
are-
keeps going.
Yeah.
So we've
got-
been trying to do some of that. That's
Yeah.
things that are relevant.
Dave Whipple.
Dave Whipple.
Dave Whipple is that channel.
Yeah.
His main channel is Bush Radical, and he builds cabins and things like that. Just
in Alaska
yeah,
and upper
yeah.
UP in Michigan.
But this one, he started a new channel just for, and he puts out one every couple of weeks or something like that. Just short little videos, things to help new creators get past these hurdles and kind of get in a groove and kind of, different things that he has found that has worked for them.
Yeah. You've got a couple of comments over in your chat over there. I don't know if y'all want to address some of that.
Let's see.
Robbie.
Yes, go ahead and read it.
Robbie's got the YouTube Premium on his personal. That's good because the Grams use my channel to watch stuff.
Yeah. That premium is nice, and I know that of course, the more people that are, on premium, then you just,
Supposedly, you get a little bit from that.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, you get,
supposedly.
well, I'm sure you do. That they say that's how they, I mean, you pick up, it's like, I don't know.
It can't be much because
No.
if you pay $10 and spread that out across thousands of people,
Yeah.
it can't be much.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
So, and also Robbie over there, the Wild Huckleberry, said, I've only done a couple of how-tos. They did pretty good. So, I mean, I keep hearing that the how-to stuff is still
Mhm.
a good way to do things.
Yeah. Or how I mean, you pointed that out, and I don't know if I didn't hear it or it didn't click, but how I do that.
Yeah.
That's a good,
That's a good idea.
yeah. It
Yeah.
personalizes it, like you said, a little bit more.
Right. It makes it uniquely yours. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we know that there's a million ways to do just almost everything.
A million ways to skin a cat.
There's right ways and wrong ways too. So
I mean, there's a million ways to do YouTube. It's just
Yes.
crazy, you know.
yeah.
And
And
Your
what
equipment
drives me nuts. We watched a video last night about
Oh.
making the fat bombs and the keto fat bombs. Watch this lady.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She had hundreds of thousands of views. And
nice.
I could hardly sit through her video. It was so bad.
Well, there's just so many styles out there. I'm going to
And
say
it's
it
just like,
nicely.
how?
I'm going to say
How?
it nicely. But, well, yeah, I guess it's one of those things where you think somebody would be, they've got 100 and something thousand views and blah, blah, blah on multiple videos. And it's like, okay, it felt like she was still a little bit new, and
She wasn't.
but that's okay. I mean, there's a million ways to do things. And anyway, so I was looking down here. John and Kelly, they said I did a video 4 years ago.
On Nemo.
So did I go past it? Yeah,
there it
on
is.
neem oil that keeps getting views. Yeah. So
Yeah. The one I did on changing mower blades 2 years ago, that thing's still getting views.
mm-hmm. But I've got so much back office stuff to do because we had so many videos that were not able to be monetized because the music artist retracted basically his approval. And
Which I
so
don't think that's right. But
yeah, I pay, and I know Jerry has said, he has talked about this, but it's something that through my editing software that I pay an extra amount for, and that goes specifically for the copyright, so you can use the approved music that's through there that they offer. But this particular artist basically withdrew his copyright agreement or something.
whatever.
And so now those videos are not allowed to be monetized. That when they are viewed, when they are viewed, it's getting views, but the monetization actually goes to the artist, the music artist, instead of to the creator. And so I'm having to go back in, and YouTube does give you some options to go in and either pull take the music totally off and or replace it with something from YouTube, the YouTube music, but it doesn't always work. I've got one video that's had how many thousands of video or viewings have it had, and there's too many clips, and so they can't go in and take multiple clips off. So it's stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm never going to get any monetization for that particular video because they can't take the music off because there's too many. There was like 4 or 5 little segments, and we're talking, 15 seconds here of music or 30 seconds here, and it was one song that I broke up for the most part, and just fed it in at different points through that video, like when we were running speed ramping or whatever we were doing, and now that video that keeps getting views cannot be monetized. It's like there's nothing we can do, and I don't want to take it down. I think it's had like 3,000 views on it, and I don't want to take that down because I don't know what the repercussions could be at this point, because how many watch hours is that? We're monetized already, and I don't know that it would have any repercussions, but you never want to take something down, totally delete it off forever.
Why did they say that?
And
why would you say that, not to do that?
Not to delete it?
Yeah, I've done that before. If the quality was just junk, like if I did a live, the quality was junk. Like last week, was it, when we came in place of Jack, the quality was terrible. And almost right after I took that off. It's not a good representation for the Farm to Table show. It's not entertaining. I don't like to watch it, so nobody else is going to want to watch it. So I just took it off. I don't know why that taking it off is a bad thing. Maybe you know something I don't.
Well, it's going to take away your comments and your interaction that YouTube looks at. It's going to take away any watch hours that you had. And so you want to keep those watch hours going, and the interaction, the comments, and the chat and everything, because YouTube looks at that. But in our case on this older video, because we have hit the monetization, we're not making money yet, but you have to reach a certain threshold before you get anything. But it has 3,000 views on it. I don't know if I would be hurting us in some way if I totally took that down.
Bartlett said, "Don't ever take a video down."
Yeah, who was that said that?
Bartlett.
Okay. And I have heard that, and I don't remember if Johnny told us that too, but it was like, never ever take something down. I think Johnny told us that, truthfully. Don't ever take a video down. Now, I will say, last week, we took a video down because I posted it. It posted, and I gave it that 12 to, I think I had 15 hours that I let it, that I scheduled it. So YouTube had 15 hours. I know they say to give like 24, but to be able to push it out to where they want to push it, be able to push it out good. And within 15 minutes, it only had 2 views. And I was like, I think Monty was one of them. And then I was talking to my mom, and I was like, okay, she's probably the other one. I pulled that thing down because somewhere, I don't know how, but somewhere between my final viewing of it and exporting it, one of the places where I had detached the audio, it got moved. It got shuffled. So I had a section, and it was really close towards the beginning, not in the first 30 seconds or anything, where that audio overplayed Monty talking. There's Ralph. Hello, Ralph. At Webb's Web. Yep. And so anyway, it double played that. And then when it came to the section where I had detached the audio, Monty's sitting there talking, and there's no sound. So I immediately just pulled that one down. I pulled it back over into my editing software, fixed it all, rewatched it, verified everything was good, and then I uploaded it. And and then I gave it I'm giving it, I didn't even have it. I don't even think it was an hour. And I was just hoping that, it is what it is, because I don't have another 12 or 15 hours to let it, set and percolate.
Here's a question for you. if you put something up unlisted, because a lot of times I'll put something up unlisted and then I will give my brother a link. I'll say, go take a look at this. Tell me what you think. And then I'll take the unlisted item down. Does that do anything to algorithm? So in other words, if it's sitting there
I've
for a
heard-
day
yeah.
before I take it down, does it like count as
I-
nobody wanted to see this? And so they,
I think so. I think you're right on that. I think I've always heard if you're going to do something, put it as private and not unlisted. And so I try not to do that. I tried, but we don't have that
collaboration, like
it really that problem. But yeah, I think and that would come from probably the Sean Cannells, the Think Medias, or the vidIQs or something. That is it vidIQ. Just some of the different things we've watched, and I've kind of just always known it's like, okay, yeah, don't use unlisted. Someone explained it, at least how I kind of comprehended it was like YouTube doesn't really think it's worth pushing out because it wasn't set as public or private. Private, I think, is more of just a couple of people watch it and then you can push it out or something. I don't know. I may be totally off on that, but I've always stayed away from unlisted.
yeah, I think
so I don't know.
I think I'll stop doing that and just do private and send him the link in private. But I'm going to be getting off here because my granddaughter's coming over here shortly. But I want to leave you guys with something that I also heard that I thought was pretty cool. And it's about making connections. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but making connections with people. And here's what this guy said. He said that he uses 5 F's. Okay, F as in Frank. And I don't remember all 5, but I'll do my best to give you as many as I can. But he said, even though your channel may be about how to invest in the market or whatever it happens to be, financial, he said, still talk about things that people can make personal connections with you. Meaning to say, if you like food and you talk about your favorite food, even though it's not really related to what your main topic is or your main niche, or family. Let them know that you're a real person and what, that you've got family and that sort of thing. The other thing was faith. He likes to talk about his own faith. And so he'll talk about faith. And fitness was another thing. Like he said, or, I'll add a 5th one in there, football. If the algorithms are so good now that if you're wearing an OU Sooners emblem on your chest, it can pick that up and knows what that is. And that's a way that people, they say, okay, well, I'm going to serve this to an OU fan.
Wow.
That's insane, right?
That is insane.
Let me go change my shirt.
Yeah, go change your shirt, right? So anyway.
Boomer Sooner.
That's crazy.
So make connections.
Yeah, I didn't hear
Make
that.
connections. That's where it is. And that's where I'll leave it, guys. It was good to talk to y'all. And I will see you guys at the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. If you guys are in chat, don't know what that is or when it is, it's in McAlester, Oklahoma at the, what's the name of that expo center that's out there?
Southeastern. It's up in the chat.
It's in the chat. Southeastern Expo Center.
Yeah, Southeast Expo Center. And it's on the 26th and 27th. Tickets are $15 per adult and only, I believe it's $5 for children 12 and below. So anyway, you guys meet us out there and you'll get to meet people like our lovely host here, Monty and Michelle. Yes, you're lovely, Monty. But I
did get my hair cut.
It's good, man. I need a haircut. But anyway, you guys join us at the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. And by the way, the Farm to Table show will be live all day long, both days, running our show the entire time, giving people a taste of the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. So
Cool.
that's
Heard that.
the number 2 table show on YouTube, X, Rumble, and Facebook. So
Oh my.
anyway, you guys join us.
Are you bringing coffee?
No, I'm
They're
sorry.
out of the coffee business.
Oh, you're out of the coffee business. Okay. I think
That's
I remember hearing that now.
It breaks my heart, but I still got a lot of coffee downstairs. Anyway, okay, Monty, Michelle, thank you guys, and
Okay.
I'll see y'all.
Okay,
All
thanks
right.
for jumping on. Thanks so much, Keith. Bye.
We'll
See
see
ya. Oh my. Okay, who did we miss over here? Mainly off grid. Hello. So yeah, we were just able to visit with Ryan for a little bit about just changes coming up and or just learning. You know, it's a never ending learning curve on just, it seems like everything.
Chasing the YouTube rat.
Jason the YouTube rat. Oh my. Let's see. 8:53. And let's see, what was Robbie saying up here? Did we miss anything? Farmall. I think Farmall is Shane. When you do a how-to, this is Robbie with Wild Huckleberry. When you do a how-to, it goes to the top of the pile if someone is looking to do that thing because it's newest. Okay. Yeah, we do like to do the YouTube, the how-tos, just because we're kind of, it like when we're in that kind of that mode and like building the coop, we've got a lot of YouTube how-tos right now on chickens. So that's kind of where we've been stuck for a while, mostly because of that coop. And so
I'm ready to be done with that.
I think really we are. We've got a few little things. We've got to put the door in, for the little nursery. And
We'd love it if Farmall would send us another one.
Farm Light,
Farm Light.
not Farm. We got Farmall and Fords here, but Farm
Farm
Light.
We bought 2 of them. It'd be nice if they
We
send
do
us
need
another
3
one.
doors, but what we're going to do is just put a manual door on that 3rd one because it won't be used that much, at least at this point. It's just a tiny little kind of a nursery sick bay. I like having those little sections in the coop where
You got to do a video on the whole coop tour.
yeah, there'll be a coop tour coming out. But we not yet, but it's soon. It's coming out soon. So that's kind of why we've done several how-tos here lately, and but we just got to get through these projects anyway. And so I do have we've got some homestead trivia. Oh, we have a farm trivia we haven't done before. So if there's not too much going on, farm trivia. Let's do a couple of these. How many farms are there in the world? 250 million, 475 million, or over 600 million farms in the world? I have no idea, but I would
That
say
Bill Gates does not own.
that's not part of the question. How many farms are there in the world? Not just the states, but in the world. So in the millions. 250, 475, or over 6. I mean, I would almost say 600 million.
Yeah.
Over 600, sorry. I didn't. 250 million, 475 million, over 600 million. What's your guess? I mean, I almost want to say over 600 million.
Well, they don't specify what they're calling a farm.
They don't. Okay, John and Kelly, they think 600 plus also.
475.
475?
Go right in the middle.
Okay. So, see, as of 2025, as of this year, 2025, there is over 600 million farms in the world. That's wild. Okay. Here in the United States, which state has the highest number of farms? What state has the most farms? Oh, Iowa. Iowa is A. B is Texas. Or C for Missouri.
I would say
I've almost got to go with Texas because of the land mass.
A. Yeah, but there's a lot of it's unusable.
For 8 billion, 600 plus million farms for 8 billion people is what John and Kelly are saying. Probably, I don't know if it's John or Kelly or both of you, but yeah.
I'm gonna say
Well,
Iowa.
Okay, so on which state has the highest number of farms? Iowa, Texas, or Missouri? Monty says Iowa. I think I'm going to go with Texas. Oh, John says Iowa. So B, 2025. It's Texas. Texas. I was thinking because of the land mass. And my brain thought about Iowa, but that's like the corn. Wouldn't Iowa be a big corn state?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you got to have a lot of land mass for corn. That's where my brain went. But although Texas, half of West Texas is oil fields, so it's not farms.
Yeah, it's non-usable.
Texas is a lot like Oklahoma in the sense that there's so many. Like Oklahoma is definitely divided in quadrants because we've got the desert. We've got the
West of I-35 is desert.
desert.
East of I-35 is forest.
Yes, and you go in southeast and northeast. I mean, they're piney forest,
Same thing in
Yeah.
Texas.
but you get that dry, arid. We even have sand dunes in Oklahoma. Do you guys know that? Oklahoma has it's called Little Sahara, and now Monty has been there many times when he was young, and it's literal sand dunes, and
We'll take you out there one of these days.
yeah, it's John there. And now I've never been there. I've never even seen them here in Oklahoma, but I have seen the sand dunes in Colorado when we have gone to Colorado,
That's when we were coming back from Biceda.
Viceda, or Mesa Verde. When we went, we used to spend, we used to go with our family to Colorado a lot every year. And
They
so,
had a place up there.
yeah. So we stopped at are they called the Great Sand Dunes?
I think they're called the Great
Called the
Sand.
Great Sand Dunes. And I don't know how it was actually made. It has to do with the valley where they're at, kind of in the mountain ranges between them. And
The wind blowing through.
yeah, so pretty cool. And then they've got the water, kind of a creek water that's running right down on the edge of them. And if you ever have a chance in Colorado, look up the Great Sand Dunes. And I think it's the Great Sand Dunes. I wish I could remember.
I think that's what the name of it is.
Yeah. And so fun. Our kids loved it. We loved it. And but it's just kind of amazing to see there in Colorado. Well, lo and behold, Oklahoma has our own sand dunes, and it's a big buggy, four-wheeling
Off-road.
off-road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's been there multiple times, especially like when we were dating and stuff. He
Before
went
we
there.
were dating.
Yeah. He did that
Had a three-wheel-
pre-wedding.
Had a three-wheeler and a dune buggy. It's when I had toys.
Yeah.
Got married.
Yes, John is saying Little Sahara are the biggest dunes in Oklahoma. There's more smaller dunes as well. Is there, John, do you know, is there another location, or is it just kind of in that general area where Little Sahara is?
When I was going back in my early years, there was somebody that had turned camels loose out there.
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, is there any water out there?
Yeah, the river runs through it.
Okay, the river runs through it.
Cool movie, by the way.
Oh, okay. There are smaller dunes as well. So anyway, that's
Best
just
time to ride out there was at night. It's cool.
yeah. I've never seen it, but
We put lights on our whips because you have to have a whip
yeah,
on your.
on
Yeah.
the back of the dune buggy with a flag to let people know that you're over there.
Yeah.
Okay, John is saying, okay, there are some smaller dunes as well, but they're further to the southwest. So, but anyway, that's, to kind of say Oklahoma is very divided. Terrain wise, I don't know, what would I say? And I think Texas is similar to that. Because North Texas, obviously the panhandle it's the same as Western Oklahoma. It's all together. And then you go south from the panhandle in Texas and you hit oil country. You hit pipeline and
It's just oil fields.
it's just oil fields. Just whenever you're flying over, just look out and it's just dotted. It's just circles, little dots everywhere, and it's all
we were flying.
sites.
We were flying back from Albuquerque, or not Albuquerque,
Very diverse.
Tucumcari. What's this?
Wherever.
Down in Arizona. Anyway, we were flying back, and she nudges me, and she's like, "Is that Midland?"
Wellheads.
And I looked out the window, and it's like, "Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it."
Yeah, that's right. I mean, because you could just see this little town, which Odessa is near Midland right there. But then it's just like encompassed, surrounded by sites.
Oil wells.
Yeah. Pad sites, oil sites. That's what I was trying to say. So, but East Texas is gorgeous, and the big piney forests and just wonderful.
Extremely hot.
And then you get hill country.
Humid.
Yeah, I know. But then you've got hill country, and that's beautiful too. So, but anyway, that's all of that to say, that's where my mind went on why I picked Texas for the highest state with the highest number of farms. Are we over? We're a little over. Yeah. Okay, so what is...
Robbie's he had to cut out.
Oh, yep, Robbie, got to go close up the roosters. Everyone have a great week. Oh, if you're still there, Robbie, y'all have a great week too, and we'll see you next weekend. And John was saying, I think near Lone Wolf is where the other smaller dunes were. And
I'll have to look that up.
yeah, very diverse. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do more of my farm trivia, and we've got homestead trivia too. I love to bring in a few of the little farm questions or trivia questions. It's one of my favorite things.
She doesn't let me see the answers ahead of time. So
no, we haven't looked at the answers. So like on the next one, when were barns first painted red? I have no idea, but it's saying like the 1700s, the 1800s, the 1900s, maybe 1800s. I would say 1900s, but
I would go with the 1900s. But
there's some painted red. I bet it would surprise us though. Ooh. Oh my goodness. When were barns first painted red? In the 1700s.
But it doesn't give a reason why. I've heard the reason, but I can't remember what it was.
That's crazy. That's crazy, in the 1700s. So anyway, that's our little farm trivia questions. And yes, John's going to have to go. They're going to have to go too. Thank you guys for joining us this week and hanging out with us and just chatting and catching up. I hope everybody, I just hope a lot of you guys can go down to McAllister for the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. It is so much fun, and there's so many channels down there at the rendezvous to be able to just hang out and get to meet them and visit, and so it's kind of like a meetup. But lots of vendors, lots of good vendors, booths and things like that, and then the speakers and the classes, the demonstrations. Those are wonderful. And so there's so much going on, and it's probably the cheapest. I'm going to say cheap in the sense of being able to get in door cost at $15 a person.
That's cheap.
That is so inexpensive. They are so good about keeping the cost low for vendors, for attendees, and everything. So the more people can come. And I don't know if many people have looked, but a lot of expos and a lot of mostly just the expos that are around the country, they are really pricey because they've got to pay a lot of money to get people in and stuff, and
the use of the facilities.
the use of the facility. And that's what the Rendezvous is, just trying to keep their costs bare minimum to cover the facility and everything, so that people can come and enjoy it and get to learn from some great people.
Chris and Dodge, they're not trying to make money off of this.
No.
They're just helping the community out.
And they just want as many people to come, because there's so many of the demonstrators and the speakers. There's so much knowledge, guys, in just on everything, how to, what they're teaching on. But go to the site, go to the Facebook page.
Go back and look at our videos. We've got Jack's.
His chicken processing was there, and we've got a couple of interviews where we got to talk and visit with people. But also go to the Facebook page for Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous, and they've got the schedule out there, and you can see the speakers, the classes, what the different topics are. Everything is covered. So just so many topics are covered through having demonstrations or speakers or something. So great info.
And the speakers, you can go up to their booth afterwards and talk to them. They're more than willing to talk to you at their booth about what they're doing.
It is one of the best expos to go to, especially if you've never been to one. And so we're looking forward to it. Can't wait to see everybody next week. And so just plan on being there Friday morning. And so we'll get to see you there. But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. And so we'll catch you next week at the Rendezvous. But if we don't see you there, then we'll catch you on Sunday evening right back here for Homestead Sunday night.
Okay.
Chit chat. Okay. Take care, guys.
See y'all.
Blessings.